Yo, what's up, chat? How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody is doing well. My game screen's a little small. Let's fix that. It's all right. It's fine. All right. So tonight we are doing some more beta testing features. Did get an outline from Ham, an announcement yesterday on everything that was changed. So I think I caught everything. You can now disable seed duping. You can change vendor settings to have to unlock seed sales. Boxes don't reset. We covered. We did the elemental randomizer, and we did freed ship. Spencer's Cave. This is a feature I didn't catch. Spencer's Cave can now act as a bridge between Aquaria and Windia. Freeing the ship can be done from Aquaria's side. So, if you don't have... I don't know if you need T-Rock to do this. You might need T-Rock. We'll see, though. But if you have T-Rock, and let's say you have Overworld Shuffle on, and it's quicker to get in through Spencer's Cave than it would be to go all the way around to Windia. Or, you know, if you have everything you need to free the ship, but you don't have access to the Windia continent, this could be your gateway with expert logic to the Windia continent. Fixed Volcano showing up in Foresta when shuffling Overworld plus internal dungeon shuffle. We'll see if that happens tonight. I actually rolled one of those seeds before we started. Fixed companion gear bonuses and resist not updating on level up. This was rare. Not rare, but it was just a little wonky. It wasn't happening exactly when it was supposed to. That should be fixed now. And then mute music and MSU1 load times. So last SGL, we actually... one of the speedrunners in our community caught a timing issue where basically if you were running with the mute music or the MSU1 patch, basically using MSU1 tracks, you actually had a load time advantage between screen transitions. You would think it'd be the other way around and you would be slower, but no, that's not the case. It was actually faster to use MSU1, and obviously turning off the music made it faster. So this beta test patch is an attempt to fix that. I'm not the person to exactly like flesh all that out, so we'll see. Give me a second. I'm actually going to change my tracker really quick. I want to change the scaling just a little bit here because I want you on 2. I want to capture the element changes so folks don't keep asking me what elements we have. But I might change that back to 3 because otherwise that's going to be a tracker for ants. Let me move this bad boy here. And then we'll see if we can't make this a little bigger. There we go. Good enough for government work. So whenever we do element shuffle, this will also include the elements. All right, so without further ado, let's get this first seed going. I'm going to see if I can get in 2 tonight. Not going to be as stringent with my testing, but if something wonky happens, I will stop to report it. So 3, 2, 1, go. Fixed volcano. Unfortunately, no. It's okay. All right, so ideally what I want is to find one of the girls, because Phoebe and Kaylee both started off at level 7 with white. And we do have the element randomizer on Captain's Cap. We're doing Save the Crystals, so we're going to need that anyways. Bonus Basin, Libra Temple. We'll see if one of the girls are here. No. Axe upgrade, though. That's nice. And I have no idea how many seeds rolled into the world, so we're gonna find out together, chat. Seed duping's been turned off. Windy continent. This is a little spooky because I have the enemy like localization turned off. So if I run into something, it's not going to be a forest encounter. It's going to be a volcano encounter. Which is just a little spicy. So far, nothing. I should have probably gone to the gold battlefield first. Okay. So water is weak to earth still. Earth weakness shuffled into axe weakness. So this is actually pretty advantageous for me. If I live. That's not living. There's that attack again. All right. There's a bit of a delay on the game, on the... If I die again, I want to catch that because that's a little weird. Okay. Yeah, there's a delay on that. Weird. That's one way to listen to battle theme. Sorry. I had to write up that report. Let's see if we can just get lucky. Oh. Really should have gone to that battlefield. And try like one more time. No. Okay. Can I paralyze one of the ghosts? Yeah, that's a noticeable, like... It might not look it from the outside looking in, but that's a pretty noticeable delay. Why? Pseudopod. Nice. Paralysis for the win again. Jeez. Yeah, there's also a little bit of a delay on regaining control of the character after battle. Like I was sitting there mashing X. So that baked in delay to help compensate might have actually been a little overtuned. It's a good thing all these things rolled Earth element, or this would have been a pretty rough start, but this is actually now like a power leveling start. I say as I die. Because I missed. But yeah, that's a noticeable delay. Bro, could you not? Could you also not? More water. Good miss. Perfect miss. And paralysis. Perfect. Go for the double. Nice. Okay. I think we might be over our hump. That is so noticeable. Sorry, that is a very long delay. Next time, so I'll call out here when that happens again, and you guys hopefully can catch on that. Like, you can hear it from there. The music kicks in, and there's like another, like, it's a second delay or so. Aw, couldn't get a triple. Yeah, so you can hear right there and like see on my inputs. If my input display was working, I just realized it's not. Awesome. We love that. It's because it's probably because I had my controller unplugged before starting up OBS. Awesome. But yeah, there's a bit of a delay. These fights wouldn't be so bad if the water element rotation didn't also include the waterfall. That's the only attack I need to worry about. Everything else, like stomp and hit, everything else like that are fine. Good crit. That move right there is killing me. And they roll it so often. And they have petrification. Alright, dog's gotta die first. Solid miss, Tristan. Just the best. Yeah, I just need to reload and go around them. A little bit of a delay in the load-in, too. I'm noticing. Have toads always been strong to bombs? Hold up. The mental... Hold on, I'm just trying to do the mental gymnastics. That's fine. That makes sense. Because Axe is Earth right now. Chat, I hope you can also feel the pain every time Tristan misses. I missed how much money that was. Okay. Enough to buy what we need. We can also check this vendor to see... Ice Golem. Okay. So until we beat Ice Golem, no seeds from Fireberg. The frogs have always been resistant to bombs or projectiles. No, bombs. Or him missing. Oh, you can feel the pain of him missing. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, he's too fast to be accurate. I just realized he had Quake, and I could have totally been using it against those mobs. I don't have any fire attacks. So Crab is not a good pick right now. Ow. Hold on, chat. We're going to use Quake. Sorry, Earth Element is technically wind right now. Or sorry, Axe. No, that's wind. Nice crit. I love missing. It's the best. Yeah, there's also like a tiny bit of delay on the victory message there. I'm not gonna mash through it next time. All right, let me test these frogs. Oh, was that a status ailment like paralysis? Yeah, it is a bit jarring. Like every time, like right there, that transition, this load in, this fade in, this wipe, there's like a tiny bit of delay right there, and I can feel it since I've been playing this for so long. And I think it's only when the music transitions. So yeah, every time a new MSU1 track is picked, there's a bit of a delay. So anytime I game over or leave battle or win, it's going to be a tiny bit of delay. How much pyramid can I do? I almost faded this because it's like, I don't have a sword, but then I remembered none. I can do none of it. I don't even have a sword to make the brown box checks, so should have just stuck to my guns and kept fading it. Where are the girls? Phoebe and Kaylee both have white. I can't do anything there. I can't do anything here, but hold on. Let me check and see if one of the girls are here. Nope. All right, we're gonna fight for our lives. Okay. This is not the end of the world since I have an axe. And water enemies are weak to earth element. So yeah, right there when you saw the victory music kick in, there's a slight delay in when I could mash. Thunder Sphinx looks kind of cool. Almost, you know what? It kind of looks a little Game Boy-ish, like the color palette. That hurt more than I wanted it to. And now I'm blind. So now neither of us can aim. Joke's on you, that's probably a buff for Tristram. Yep. My theory is Tristram's accuracy is so trash that blinding him actually is like underflowing his accuracy. It just makes him better. There we go. This is an axe-intensive seed. I can't believe I'm asking for this, but can I get some heal potions? No? Solid. Don't lock me behind Declaw. I really don't want to fight Dusa. Even number floor? Even number floor? It's gonna make me wait. Okay. Okay. This is still spooky. Don't get me wrong. This is still spooky because I'm double blind and now in an area with really strong enemies. If I can get some good luck here, I can get through this encounter. And I can't use defense strats because I'm blind. Man, she's thick. Good crit. Okay. See if I can go around. Floor 6, that's nice. Here. Hey, there we go. Dragon Claw. Nothing hiding in the tunnel, right? There we go. Just what I wanted. Alright, well that loops. Is it a water chimera? Can I get lucky with this? Liquid sorcerers. I'm getting axe body sprayed to death. I think I paralyzed the chimera. Nope. Could you two not? That felt nice. I'm on fire. Thank you, Apollo helmet. Why my face? Rough. I should have gone for the sorcerers first. That was a rookie move. Catch me napping. Ow. Fire's weak to holy. Oh, sorry, no, the fire element. Water's wind. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty sizable delay coming out of that fight. My face. God, I would kill for some noble armor right about now. Good crit. This is all really good XP, by the way. Wow, every connection on floor 6. I did not test the door on floor 4. Bottom left, I think. Yeah, I didn't test the southwest door. I did. Wait, hold on. Wow, 6 and 4 are like intrinsically looped. So this exit, northwest goes to floor 7. This goes to 5. And then it goes to the... we're gonna have to get past these lamias, aren't we? I'm not blind anymore, so maybe we'll get a little lucky here. Nope. Even worse encounter. I need to hope for double lamias here. Nope. Alright, well, this guy's got it. Never mind, I can't control Tristram, but the gargoyle has to die. That's gonna hit the party, isn't it? Nope. I'm being chihuahua'd to death. These girls are thick. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I accidentally pressed up. Wind is weak to fire, which would be... If I had Cure, I could actually do some good damage every time. Yeah, they basically are Anaconda women. That rock throw is my only saving grace. Why? Why did they arm me? Alright, so it's either I get through this encounter or I try to go fight Medusa and Crab. That opening bark start is so damaging. She... God bless. All right, there is hope. I died, so I can reset. I'm gonna hop floors real quick and then come back and see if I can get that double encounter again, because there's hope there. So they can be paralyzed, which means I just need to hope for good RNG. There we go. All right, cool. We got the double. So now, if we focus down enough to get one paralyzed. All right. That's fine. There's one. Are you paralyzed? Maybe. She hasn't gone yet. One more. Oh, thank God. Okay. And there's a Thanatos in my way. Awesome. And there's one in the way of the switch. And I'm out of healing. Even with Apollo Helmet, that's going to kill me. I don't think we get through this encounter. It's funny because now they're doing like no damage. I'm still gonna die. The paralysis is the big killer there. If I could get the Sphinx down in one turn, maybe that might be doable. We'll try one more time. If I can get the Sphinx down, this is doable. And there's dash. Okay. Okay. One more try. I need everybody to not miss. So close. Alright, well that opener's gonna kill me every time. Good crit. Nice poison finish. And there's the paralysis. It's so brutal, dude. I'm like locked in here. Let's try this again. That's fine. You can cure him. I just don't want you to heal him. Single target fire sucks. And that cure sucks. I'm not gonna make it through this. Poison ticks are gonna kill me. And the Sphinx knows heal. Okay. There you go, chat. Just get lucky. Jeez. And there's a river coin. And that's why you don't run away. Ugh. I'd have gone down like another friggin' rabbit hole trying to find access to another part of the continent. And I would have gotten stuck, wasting time going to Medusa. Okay. That's all we can do here. We are going to need to come back here because we're doing Save the Crystals. Honestly, I don't think I have the resources to do another one of these. I'll give it one shot, and then if not, we'll leave. That's fine. That's fine. Paralyze? Hit. Okay. Paralyze? Nope. Good crit. Okay. Wait, why did I need to do that? There's 4-6 Pazuzu. I'm stupid. We need to leave. This place is making me dumb. Hopefully we find some better prospects in Fireberg. Yeah, not having a claw or a sword to do mine or pyramid just kind of locks me out of that. Hey, could have used that a while ago. We'll take a dab bed. Ruben is here. Honestly, hold on. Let me look at Ruben's kit. He doesn't have anything either. Paralysis has been too good of a utility for me to pass up Tristan. Hey, Pokey Stick. So was there some merit in me leaving? Yes. Could have gotten White and Pokey Stick, but honestly, no, wait, I couldn't have. I couldn't have gone through door. So. And I'll have to stock up on some potions. Okay, yeah, and I hit dab bed. All right, neither of the girls are behind a crest here. That's good. I need wake water. Okay, I think we're good on heal potions. I could keep trying seed gambles. Nothing up here. Kaylee or Phoebe here? No. The reason I'm looking for the girls is because both of them have white. So that would be an incredible boon for damage and help me get through some of these fights. I really do not want Hydra to be my first enemy, although I've got some elemental coverage now, so that might be possible. I might not have a choice, honestly. Fish. Good miss, Tristan. Keep it up. Beam fish. Be gone, demon. Never a chill moment with enemizers. The reason I'm not using arrows is because water rolled in the wind, which means these water enemies resist wind damage. I really need double armor. Gaia armor would be even better, but I'll settle for noble. Solid miss, Tristan. That's what you get for missing. You deserve that and every part of it. Charm Claw? Okay. We can go explore. We can take on Jin. We can take on Jin. I don't want to go fight Mr. Krabs, but I might. There are a good amount of checks behind Jin. He is the weakest enemy I can fight at the moment. So yeah, let's go fight Jin. I do also have 3 wizard charges, so long as Tristram keeps being the best meat shield he can be, I might be able to get through this. I can also go check. We can also go do. I don't have bombs, but I could check more pyramid now. We're at a level range where I really don't have to worry about bumping into enemies too much. Like, yes, it'll happen, but shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, honestly, I need more cure potions. Womp womp. That's a dud check. Noble armor room is nice. Declaw. There's an enemy button. So fire. Okay. Venus keys, a good find. Seeds! Why? I knew there was an enemy here. Why the hell did I just do that? Axe is kind of carrying right now because it's good against water and electric enemies because it rolled into earth element. So Giant's Axe being super useful here is honestly really great. All right, I can go find one of the girls. I'll probably clear this first and then go look. What am I doing? Missing. I'm missing. That's what's happening. I say axe is useful, I try to be nice to it, and this is the response I get. God damn it, the timing. So that right there, I hit down on my input, but my input was eaten by the transition in the music. And then I hit left. So there's an instance of the timing really throwing me off there. Libra Crest is a good find. That was frustrating. So at least Ham's looking into it. He knows now. I'm still going to keep playing the beta stuff to make sure there's nothing else wonky. And honestly, I like the features enough to keep playing with the new settings. It's just a matter of hopefully that delay is remedied. Because it's really throwing me off on some of my timings, like coming out of menus or out of battles and stuff. Like, it's just... It's like when you get super familiar with how something works, you just know. This is one of those instances where I could just feel the timings off. I'm gonna run into every invisible enemy. Just kidding. All right, nothing there. I know where that leads, but I'm gonna go... Don't fade it, because it could be bombs. Those intrusive thoughts, Chad, they get to you sometimes. And you're like, I can leave and go get other stuff. And then it's like, but what about bombs? It could be bombs. I'm getting tired of dealing with these enemies. Oh, we have... So... They're weak to water and now weak to air. Fire enemies are weak to arrow. Sweet. Okay. That's like almost like a full second right there. Or at least it feels like a full second. Hold on. Let's see. As soon as we come out, I'm gonna watch the timer. 1. Yeah, that's almost a full second. I would like maybe 8 milliseconds. It's enough to be noticeable. It's damn near a second every time you come out of combat. The game's paused like that, where I can't do any inputs. Oh, Tristan, I forgot you're dying. It's fine. Again, the intrusive thought of this could be seeds came into my mind. Okay, no bombs. Okay, at least we know now we should be able to have access to the girls unless they're in the frozen upper half of Aquaria region, which totally could be a thing. But let's go look. So until I get explosives, I can't do Pazuzu. Until I get Wake Water, I can't do Bone Dungeon. I can go to Volcano. That's doable. And Ice Pyramid and explosives. So yeah, once we pick up one of the girls, we're going to Volcano. Because that's the only way I can level up my companions. Thank goodness. Okay. Battlefields. Okay, 2 towns. There's a chance here. They could also just be in that temple. Well, one of them could be in that temple. I really don't care who it is at this point. It could be Phoebe, could be Kaylee. I do not care who. I just need to find one of them. They cannot be here in Windia. I don't have T-Rock. But I can see what the vendor has. Hell no. I also have Libra Crest, so that could put them in one of the Temple Warps. Crest shuffle on. Okay. Mobius. All right. We're back. I'm sorry I left. Seat. That's 6 whole seeds in this economy. It's insane. Found Doc. Doc is a little spooky, but I'm gonna explore it anyways. Bow of ship. Ah, dead check. Hey, never mind. Ship isn't spooky anymore. It can turn in cap. Hold on, I did. Hold on. What's this setting? I swear. Yeah. Is ship supposed to be freed and save the crystals? Ham, are you still here? Hold up. Double checking my sentence here. Yeah, this is supposed to be save the crystals and free seeds. I just don't have to worry about that anymore. See, this is why we beta test. Oh, yes. Why am I still checking boxes? I have access to a vendor now. And we have Gaia armor. Let's go. Hold on. Sorry, I'm checking something really quick because I totally have this set to when I rolled this seed. Oh, you're right. So freed ship is on right now. This is actually kind of fun anyways. Okay. Okay, freed ship. So we are on freed ship. Which honestly is great. You know, out of curiosity, Since this run is kind of washed anyways with a rough start, I'm just gonna. Are there any goodies here? Not that I could get any. The only one I could get is right here. Well, there's two technically. This one. Okay. Okay, cool. I can answer that one, X-Room, yeah. Although, hold on, is Spencer's cave like in a weird spot? Sorry, chat. I'm trying to do like two things at the same time. It's making me go so slow. All right. 2 items here. Let's see what Aquaria vendor has. Oh, it has Kaylee. Let's roll. And explosives. Of course they would be in Phoebe's house. Just blowing stuff up all the time, causing problems. Alright, well now that we can blow things up with white, this really isn't too much of a problem. I'm on fire. Only one cast, though, is going to be a little rough until we level up. So having a low party speed average is really going to mess with my encounters here. Megas. Sweet. Trees are weak to earth. There's some super fast trees. I'm not used to Ben being the one I menu to heal everybody. I'm so used to it being the other party member. Poison rolled the petrification, so theoretically, if it can be poisoned, I should be able to petrify it. Here's elixir. Foresta. Where did that roll? Windia. Priorities. Let's get the party leveled up first. Then we'll go do weird stuff. It's left side. Left door? No. Second door on the left side. And I have to remember that there's a huge delay coming out of encounters right up here. There's 2 encounters on the way up. Man, this golem better hope it doesn't roll lightning or water, or he's in for a bad time. Bro, why am I being stingy? I should have just whited these things and be done with it. Ah, I should have topped up Kaylee. It's fine. Oh boy. All right, so that gets us. Let's see. What's the difference in Phoebe and Kaylee's kit? Phoebe gets Cure at 23 and Fire at 23. Kaylee gets Heal and Cure. Kaylee's probably the better option here anyways. Realistically speaking. She just has a better kit. Alright, we can start running from encounters. We're level 15. We're fine now on levels. We'll go pick up Ruben and then do mines after we do Lava Dome. So we'll do Lava Dome first, then we'll go pick up Ruben, go to the mines, make that check. Actually, do I need to? No, I'm just going to take Kaylee and run with it. Double white's fine. I don't need to get anything else. I'll make checks on the way. Yeah, I don't need to full clear this. I just need to find... I just need to get through it. It's already been an hour. We can get through this. All right. What flavor are these ninjas? Electric. Unfortunate for you. Yeah, it's nice to have. Good old credits roll. Well, if that was needed, we found it. You know, honestly, I wish there was a feature for the rando for MSU1 where I could do like I could do for the Majora's Mask rando and have a bunch of extra sound files and like basically randomize amongst like a huge library of MSU tracks every time I roll a seed. That'd be nice, but I know it's that's like a limitation thing. I wonder if there's like a script I could make to do that. Stud check. Don't need to check upper side. I mean, the nice to haves at this point now are flare and meteor, but white will get the job done because it's non-elemental. Will it do the most damage? Absolutely not. But it falls squarely under good enough. That I'll take it. So I'll peek red checks, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to do them. Okay. So like if I see them here, I'll obviously grab them. That's why we obviously grab them. Magic mirror would have been nice. Thanks game for trolling. Always a pleasure. He rolled fire, so he's technically weak to holy. Or, he's weak to wind. This should do more damage than white. Should. Yeah. I'm on fire. But yeah, because water rolled into air, he's weak. Nice. So King is going to resist Axe, Wind, and Earth. So Meteor really isn't that nice of a get for King anyways. Still need wake water. So yeah, we should... Let's knock out Minotaur quest real quick. Hey, Captain. You are coming in at the tail end of me having, like, a really slow start and a couple of, like, potential bug reports. And now me being relatively serious getting through this. So you are hitting the I've met my stride section. I just need wake water and then we're in go mode. Well, not necessarily go mode, but I mean, with wake water, I will be set up to do all 4 crystals to be in go mode. Ah, gross. I have not seen that Minotaur be any other element than Earth so far. I'll tell you what, chat. We'll keep Ruben for Squidite, just because Squidite's not that big of a deal. Especially since I'm rocking white. Now, I do know that Dusa has something. Oh, you do want to check Jin first, though. Just because I have Ruben in the party. Get these guys out of my way. And so we're combining Element Enemizer with Resistant Shuffle. So things are going to be a little wacky. Things are going to be weak to things they're not normally weak to, and that's okay. Just kind of bear with it. Squidite has nothing. Cool. I love that I can peek that now. It's actually huge. The only boss you can't peek right now is Jin. And that's because the contents of his reward, quote unquote, are in a completely separate room. Which, with Internal Shuffle, I might not even need to fight Jin. And if that's the case, I won't. Venus Shield. Alright. So with this, we could go to mine. Windia was in Aquaria region. Let's go check in on Kaylee's mom first. Actually, no, let's do that second because I'll do that when I go trade in for Kaylee. I could also check Dulan. Mummies. Earth mummies. Dust mummies. It's funny because water was the element to be at the beginning of this seed. And no, your eyes do not deceive you. There is a noticeable delay coming out of combat between when I can move again and when combat ends, and that's because MSE1 was tweaked a little bit to try to make it a little bit more like basically if you were running MSE1 in tournament you were getting time savings. So Ham put in beta a potential fix, and unfortunately it just made things load way too slow. So, but it's fine because that's what beta is for testing. He said he'll take a look at it. So, I have faith. Ham will fix it. He's never led me astray before. And it's not like this is like open release. This is just beta. So Nothing here. Cage, I could check. Maybe we'll find Phoebe. T-Rock, okay. Yeah. Did I bring Tristan back here? No, I literally swapped him out like as soon as I saw him. Okay, whatever. Whoops, forgot to do Tristan too. It's fine. I didn't even do... Wait, no, I couldn't. I couldn't do Tristram check because I still don't have Wake Water. So unless that's one of the temples, which it very much could be. I have white now, so let's clear out Mr. Krabs because I can... I did see that there's a red chest under him. Not under, but he's gating a red check. Water. All right, Ruben's still gonna do dumb damage to this thing. If he hits. Well, it's a good thing I didn't rush that early. Also, I love the irony of the patch notes being with Overworld Shuffle and Internal Dungeon Shuffle. The attempt to make it to where Volcano doesn't show up as frequently in the starting area. And literally the very first tile I loaded in on was Volcano. That was hilarious. The irony was abundant. All right, let's see what element she rolled. Water, awesome. Ruben do big damage. And now I do big damage. I'm just hacking and whacking and slapping. Just hack, whack, jobbing at me. That would have been an okay pickup early on. Not really game changing. That was Rope Bridge. Wells Basin. Libra, we didn't check earlier. Did we have the right crest? Ah, that's where Tristan ran off to. Good to know. All right, let's go check on Kaylee's mom. Pick up Kaylee. Go to Pazuzu, and then hopefully find Wake Water. We could also do Forest. I will go kill Pazuzu first. I could actually check one of the hint robots. Meteor's a nice get. Age of Shield's really good. Yeah, sure. Sealed Temple Battlefield. Okay. I didn't check Kid Warp. Gemini. Okay. I didn't fight Doulahan. How did the wind stop? It must have been a different boss. Okay. That's good to know. So I thought that, like, the wind blowing in Windia effect was tied to strictly Doulahan, but I guess it's now tied to whatever boss is gating Windia Seed Vendor. In vanilla, it's Doulahan, but could have been Crab or Dusa. Wind is weak to fire, which is weak to holy, so I should be able to cure these away. Allegedly, but, you know, white. I'm gonna do it again. Hey, there's Wake Rider. Okay, we can leave. Aquaria is up here. Sorry, I was like trying to remember. I was like, where's Aquaria? And so theoretically, we should be able to now blow up Spencer's Cave from here. So if we come over here, yep, okay. Yeah, that little access was added. And there's been a new door added to take you back to Aquaria. Sweet. All right, cool. Working as intended. And now this should... Yep. And if I exit, will this take me out to Windia or Aquaria? Okay. So this works like temples. It does last exit. So you can't step into this section and then exit out and then exit to Aquaria. You have to make the full walk. Good to know. Bit of a bummer, but okay. Just for the purposes of testing, we're in Aquaria now. If I exit again, will this put me back? Yep. Okay. You have to walk all the way out of town. So this functions like a crest warp, almost. Well, not so much like a crest warp. It's like just like a regular location. If it functioned like a crest warp, as soon as I touch Aquaria, I should be able to exit out and land on the Aquaria. Hopefully I find Flare. If not the end of the world. Flare rolled into Axe resistance. I mean, Axe weakness, so... Not a huge problem. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do one more of these. I mostly got caught off with like reporting like issues and goofing the first half. Where is Rex? Where are you hiding? There you are. You nerd. Holy's weak to water. Oh, he was electric. Boogie woogie woogie. Ah, that meant I could have still hit him with the life. Damn it. Oh well. Yeah. Axe or life. That song went on for a little longer than it normally does. The Crystal Save song. It might be a side effect of the delay. But yeah, the saved crystal theme is a little longer than it is normally. Because it got shortened down in the rando, but it's not back to its vanilla length, but it is just a little bit longer. Alright, so we know Jerkbird's on floor 6, so this will be an easy clear. Projectile is now bombs, so I can hit him with the old explosives. I have to kill some wizards on the way, though. God, this is so cathartic. Alright. What element did you roll? Fire? Okay. Weak to wind. All right, chat, get your guesses in on the final 5. What do you think their elements are going to be? First up is going to be Rex. What element do you think Rex is going to be? This was specifically Skuller's Rex. This second half has more health than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to be able to blaze through this. There we go. At least floor 6 and 7 are right next to each other, so I don't have to walk and like try to find it. Max ship is in a live forest. The live forest is in Aquaria. Let's go through Spencer's Cave. Sure, why not? I don't know if this is actually faster, but I'm gonna do it. This would be 1000% faster if I could exit out from this section right here. If as soon as I step foot in here, I could exit out and be on the Aquaria tile, this would be way faster than having to walk all the way around. think ship was down here. Ship was Liebercrest location. No. Or was ship Gemini location? Sorry, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember where ship is. Okay, yeah. Did ship sprite always bump up and down like that when I move left and right? I'm questioning everything today, man. Alright, Scullerus Rex is... Wind. It looks cool. Not gonna lie. We can life him. Anything that rolls wind is weak to fire. Fire rolls into holy. So anything that rolls wind, I can now kill with life. Golem is... Survey says... Water. Sea Stone Golem. You Devil Fruit users are going to need to look out. Water's weak to earth. So I can ask him a question. Could technically exit him out as well, but that's not as fun. Oh no, she's confused. Hey, look at that. Look at us winning. Something to look out for. I might, like, purposely set the sprite to one who doesn't have the bob toggle set up. Yo, instant kill Wyvern. Let's go. Bye. Water's boo. Boo this man. Ow. Correct. Add it to the list. No, she's confused. Okay, don't. Scary. I love that Axe is doing over 1,000 damage. Like, seeing that 1250 pop up on Axe. Buddy, you're about to get wrecked. Let me just ask you a question real quick. There we go. Look at that, level 20. All right, get your guesses in on King. What element is King going to be? Survey says... Oh man, will this work? Time. Yes. So Kaylee was higher level than the Dark King at level 41. You know, just a casual 30k damage. Just a small flex. That was the perfect end to that seed. I could not have asked for anything better. How about another? Let's do one more. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. So, for companion spells, Kaylee starts with Exit. She gets Flare at 34. Tristram, Blizzard Quake, that's alright. Tristram gets Exit at 23, Meteor at 34. Phoebe gets starts with Meteor, gets Flare, and then finishes with White. And then Meteor. All right, Phoebe's the one to grab. Hey, we got Sid. So let's see. You know, who needs the cure glitch? Life ending is the better solution here. Also, Wind rolled in the Holy Weakness, as you can see. So if Dark King rolls Fire, so if we have a Fire element Dark King, we can life him to death again. Well, no, if he rolls Earth, we can life him to death. So if we get an Earth King, first of all, there will be no more wars in Ba Sing Se, but also we can life him. So let's see what we get. Not gonna lie, I kind of hope for a Kaylee start here. Three, two, one. Claw start's not bad. Ruben is okay. And not ideal. He does have Quake Book though. Foresta. Let's put someone else on the table, hopefully. No. I do want to grab brown boxes early because I do not know. I don't have any idea how many seeds are going to be in the world. Eh. Seeds? Man, yeah, me and my wife love Avatar: The Last Airbender. Korra was okay. I didn't love Korra, but I mean, it had its moments for sure. I think my problem with Korra was I felt like every season of Korra retreaded the same story beats because they never knew if they were going to get renewed for next season, so they couldn't expand on it for like to build a larger overarching story that was interconnected well. And so it was just like, it was like the same issue resolution like arc for Korra for all the seasons, and it just didn't feel satisfying. The ending was nice. Gemini? I just felt like it was missing. It was just repeating story beats, and it's like, look, let Korra have her own, like, larger overarching plot lines with all of her characters. That's all. And 3 towns at the start. We're not going to be able to warp anywhere. Kaylee's hanging out with Ruben's mom. Yeah, I'm sure on rewatch it's better. No, I'm not buying your cure potions. I will check and see what's down here, though. Man, I feel bad for Ruben. He's like a bard in the sense that he could get the hell out of my party. Nice miss. Nice double miss. Man, I don't even have Cure Book to do holy damage to these things. Wait, am I higher level? Can I just cast life on these things? Let's find out. Never mind. I'm getting beat up. It's always the water element ones. We have water enemies that are weak to water, by the way. I've been over here trying to dissect the table. So normally water enemies are weak to earth, but earth swapped to water. So now we have water weak to water. Yeah, he is a bit spoony. Will this work? Yes. Bro, what is with all the missing? I know I'm not that low level. Yeah, we'll just call it water poisoning or overhydration. Which, by the way, is really messed up because it has the same symptoms as dehydration. So you could be overhydrated and be like having the same symptoms that you would normally be experiencing if you were dehydrated and then die from overhydration. Our bodies suck at communicating. Hey, sand coin. Why'd that do just so much damage? That was a crit. Okay. 300 GP, that's enough to buy nothing currently. Okay. Aquaria is in the windier region. So if I find the warp to there, I can technically warp over there. For now, though, let's get more stuff. Gaia armor is very, very nice to have. And as nice as it is having Kaylee, I would much rather have Phoebe right now. Just because having Kaylee in the party also doesn't enable any sort of checks for me. Like, none of level 4s needs Kaylee. I do need an axe, though. Normally I would hate that, but it does now have its uses, so I'll allow it. So these guys are now weak to this, funny enough. No, we'll check it. It's fine. Sorry, I was debating, and then the Lamia got in the way. And then my brain was like, do I want to do this? But it's fine. Axe weakness rolled into bombs. I don't have bombs. We could bank on an elemental, but I don't know. 7's kind of low to go do Mr. Krabs. Nothing anyways. Okay. Sand Temple has Phoebe. Okay, cool. Perfect. Yeah, no, Quake actually having a use is like one of the rare things I love about the rando. Because otherwise it's pure garbo. But if it is signal target, I don't have an axe. What am I doing here? But if it's signal target and you're in the right area, it can be helpful. Who's at Libra? Nobody. We could peek Mount Gale. Wow, there is a chest I could get. Awesome. See, this is why you always take the time to peek Mount Gale, chat. There's a Skelly Boy gatekeeping Mount Gale. Fire Skelly Boys. Ha! Fire is weak to fire. Can I exit one of you? At level 7, Phoebe's magic stat should be high enough to where this will kill. Perfect. She's literally all you need. So it's funny though, we have earth enemies that are weak to earth, we have fire enemy, I mean not fire, earth weak to earth. Water enemies weak to water, and fire enemies weak to fire. Okay, we can go do that real quick. See, wind is normally weak to fire. I can't believe it. Our wind enemies are also weak to wind. Okay. So earth is weak to air normally. So yeah. It lined up. So fire is weak to fire, water is weak to water, air is weak to air. And then earth is weak to life. I cannot... I couldn't ask for a better roll. That's hilarious. And the reason I'm doing this check is one, because it does an NPC check for me, but two, unlocks two. But also it opens up these two for me without an axe. I should use the dab bed. Oh well, we have to go back anyways. Okay, nothing. Oh well. Alright, will this guy roll anything else other than earth? Fire, okay. I'll take seeds. I'll never say no to seeds. Still no weapons this far in. It's kind of nutty. Also gotta hit up dab bed as soon as I turn this in. I don't have to. I'm just being stingy with my seeds. I think I only have 6 right now. And I can't dupe them, so I'll be a little stingy. Also, we can do a money check real quick. Let's do a hint check. What are you hinting for? Yeah, sure. Fireberg Central Battlefield. Okay, so it's at about battlefield. Did I check the bottom right town chest? Okay. I couldn't remember. So is Wakewater hanging out in Phoebe's house? Tristram is. Lady, get out of my way. Thank you. No. Okay. So all 3 vendors are open to have all. So I don't need money. Could technically buy a hint. What the hell just happened? What the fuck just happened? Hold on. I hit that thing with Cat Claw. I got petrified and then it died, but it was like it was the petrification. I didn't see damage numbers. Did damage numbers come up? Because I was looking at something else. That is very thematically appropriate, but did that rock just die? Hold on, I gotta go back in and test that again. Because my brain isn't comprehending what just happened. Okay. Well, now I didn't do it because I crit, but... Okay, next time I run into a rock when I come back here, I need to... I'll just go back and watch the clip. Never mind, don't worry about it. I don't have explosives. We're gonna have to burn some seeds here. Yeah, okay. The thing is, though, is I don't have I have a cat claw. I need someone to clip that. If someone could clip that and post it in the Discord, that'd be fantastic. I'm glad I had that because I was not paying attention. An early Phoebe's made out of paper mache. Good old Paralyze. Multi-key. I can go back and check Mega Man now in Fireburg. So the weirdest thing about that I'm just sitting here thinking about it. The weirdest thing about that interaction is like if a rock counters you and petrifies you, it's because it lived through your physical attack. Rocks can't counter on death. And again, I reiterate, Cat Claw cannot petrify. Cheeky, but appropriate. I respect it. Suits. Hey, okay, now we could go level up BB. Libra Crest is a nice find. Hey, now we're talking. Double Meteor. Meteor's like our white in this seed because bombs rolled earth weakness. Anything weak to bomb is not weak to earth. So if anything, it's a little bit better, but that also means that nothing will resist Meteor. Hey. Too bad I already had Noble, but you know what? I'll take it. I know level 7 is not higher. Otherwise, this would have been really cool to life her away. But hey, Meteor's still gonna do a butt ton of damage, so. Yeah. I was about to say, Meteor's gonna make short work of this. I don't know why I fought her. I could peek the chest and see there was nothing behind her. See if I can afford another hint. Central battlefield. Okay. I really need to save my hints for after I do battlefields. I said I can do Mega Man South. I can also do Jin. I can do mind checks now. Oh, that was worthless. Okay. Interesting. Oh, we could do this now. I guess it's better than nothing. Did any damage numbers pop up, Captain? That's the big thing. If it took damage numbers, then I guess that's okay. I mean, even still, that's not how that's supposed to work. Like, if it died, it wasn't supposed to counter. I appreciate you checking, by the way. Okay, so it was like we petrified each other. That's super weird. Can you, I guess make a clip of that? And it should generate a clip on my channel, and I'll post it in the Discord so we can take a look at it. That's really weird behavior. I was getting ready to leave here because I knew I was pushing my luck with these ooze encounters, but we got through it, so now I'm gonna just keep seeing what I can find. A lot of brown boxes so far. Okay. So far, nothing, but I won't say no to life or any of my seals. I don't want to fight Ghidra. Might have to, though. Okay. On to Bone Dungeon. Let's go kill Rex. I say as I walk into Ice Pyramid. We'll do that one next. I need to get my Super Phoebe online. She'll get Flare next. She's juiced though. She has White, Flare, Meteor, and Arrow. She has all the good spells. I don't want to bring Tristram here. I was vibing in that too. Hey, I think we have everything we need to do all four of the major dungeons. So now we just need Fireberg access. I love walking around to the battle theme. Lightning. Okay. Means you are weak to wind and water. Okay. And also axe, because Holy Weakness rolled an axe, and that's why I did that. Thank you, Captain. I appreciate it. I see it. Thank you. That way Ham can take a look at it. I'll send him the... I'll post the URL for the seed so he can kind of take a look at it once I'm done. Because again, it's not supposed to do that. Oh, you're about to get welcomed by everybody, by the way. Everybody loves using those welcome stickers in the Discord. I don't blame them. They're fun. Nothing that I've encountered. So far, everything seems to be displaying properly. Order's fine. Interactions are fine. And the output for the element, like resistant shuffles, match the text file. So everything looks good so far, cute, and I appreciate it. I think the only thing, it's not an issue with the tracker. The only issues I've come across tonight are with the MSU1 patch in general, and how it's like, if anything, your tracker's helping me see how long the load time has been extended out. Because if you notice, as I transition in between, it's just like a 1 second longer loading time when the songs change than what it's supposed to be. So really weird. But yeah, everything's working great. Thankfully, none of the item interactions changed with the beta, so I don't think we're going to see any issues. But if there are, I'll report them and I'll flag you, so you know about them. Now, excuse me while I wipe these fish off the face of the earth. It's so dumb to me. Hold on. So, I don't know if anybody who's recently been watching caught this. So, the way my element resistant shuffle rolled, water enemies are weak to water, fire enemies are weak to fire, wind enemies are weak to wind, and earth enemies are weak to life, weak to cure. So, if I see any fire enemies, man, I'm going to throw a flare at them and it's going to be hilarious. What's the bug? Out of curiosity. So I could keep an eye on it and see if it's like learns 10 or more spells. Oh, okay. I never make my window large enough to display 10 spells to begin with. That's good to look out for, though. Honestly, I think the way you have... Yeah, it's not a common occurrence, and I think the way you have the tracker set to prioritize, like, key spells to display depending on your display size is the best way to handle that anyways. Because, like, I don't need to see any of the black magic spells, honestly saying. Like, I don't need to see if someone's got Quake. Oh, like, not at all. Okay. That's an issue. I get that. Okay. Still, I do want to praise you. I do think you have this beautifully set up to where you can set display prioritization for the important spells in the game. I think that's a really cool feature. I love it. Snowman. You guys want to see me kill a water enemy with building a snowman on it? I'll do it. I don't hardly ever get to use Blizzard. But I will for you, chat. God, I love the Mountain Gale / Pazuzu Tower theme. It's so epic. That descending chromatic right there is really cool too. All right. Time to kill, Blizzard it up. All right. I built 2 snowmen. Are you happy, chat? Yeah, I'll do it again. You get 4 snowmen. Hey, Fuzzy. Just in time. So the way that the element shuffle rolled with the resistant shuffle, water enemies are weak to water, fire enemies are weak to fire, earth enemies are weak to holy, and wind enemies are weak to wind. So, and then of course, Electric enemies are double boned because they're weak to wind and water, respectively. Which means Arrow is going to be doing a lot of work. Alright, place your bets. What element is Golem? I'll give you 5 seconds. Alright, survey says... Wind Golem. Yeah, like a descending chromatic scale in the song. I think that's the right term. I was in band in high school, so I occasionally get music stuff right. How dare you, sir? Thank you. I mean, music's like one of my favorite parts of video games, period. Like, the music is what brings me to a lot of my favorite games that I love. Now Phoebe will unlock... nothing. She doesn't get anything in this tier. Next tier, though, should get Arrow. Let's get the heck out of here. Alright, where was Lava Dome? I don't remember. Okay, how did we get up there? There's a temple, and then there's a river coin. Let's do this. Let's do P Tower. Yeah, like if you... the music being memorable in, like, clicking, especially for, like, interactive media like video games... if you don't have good music, you're taking away a lot of the interface experience that makes, like, the interactive medium of video games great. Like, can you, like, even more so if you can interact with the music itself. Like, I love how some games will, like, have adaptive tracks to reflect what's happening in the game. Like, when you are in an action game and, like, the music ramps up as you enter an encounter, I think that's awesome. Flare? Oh, we're rocking double flare now. Now we're cooking. I dare an enemy to be weak to fire. I mean, be fire element around me. Yeah, a lot of people dog on Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom because of their ambient soundtracks. I actually liked it. I thought they were fine. I don't need, like, a huge earworm. Same thing with Dread. A lot of people don't like Dread's soundtrack, and they constantly compare it to Super. And while I'll admit Super Metroid has a fantastic soundtrack, I think Dread's soundtrack is fine, too. Oh, yeah. Nier's music in general was really, really good. Like, not even just the dynamic music, but also just, like... the emotional set pieces that get set up in Nier. Yeah. That's why I put chat on screen queued in, because I multi-stream. I started off on Twitch, and then I moved to YouTube, and I realized, like, I was alienating a lot of my Twitch audience that way. Hey, River Coin. And so I went out of my way to try to set up multi-streaming. What floor was Jerkbird on? I, like, completely spaced. Oh, he's on 5. So he's trapped now. But, like, I think the perfect example of bad music design is Resident Evil 1 Director's Cut. Like the underground lab theme. Like, could you imagine if the entire soundtrack was like that? That game would be unplayable. Like, period. You would not be able to experience the game in any sort of meaningful or, like, enjoyable way. Let's go this way. I just need to find a way to floor 5. And I can't come in from the top. There's actually 2 entrances to floor 4. Why'd I do that? I'm gonna kill myself. This is gonna hurt. 2,000. Well, we lived. But will it kill? No. Okay. Oh, we lived again? Do my best Say Jam impressions. Like, alrighty then, chat room. The beholder has this much HP. Will it kill? That's floor 2. It's not what I need. Oh no. Unfortunately, I am not familiar with Forged in Fire. Where the hell is floor 5 entrance? All right, no, that's 7. Is it top side of 3? It's 4. I don't know why I went there. I already know that that's not where I needed to go. Did we do far left entrance of 6? That's where we came in, right? Yeah, armory. Far left entrance of 6 was here. This takes us to floor 1. Okay. Right. So top side of 3 should take us to 5. The problem is I need to find top side of 3. Why do I keep going in there? I usually am pretty good at the layout of P Tower. This one's frazzling me a little bit though. There we go. For some reason I thought I'd gone through that door and I clearly had not. Wait, no, this just puts me back at top side of 6. What the actual fuck? This staircase takes me to 4, doesn't it? And then top right door, this takes me to left side door. Yep. And then bottom left takes me to 7. Where the actual fuck? This is throwing me for a loop. I'm trying to remember. Again, that doesn't take me anywhere. Am I losing my mind? Where did 5 get shuffled into? Like, yes, that was obviously 5, but you can't come into 5 from top side. You have to come in from below 5. This isn't it, but I'm just, at this point, I'm just gonna grab it because I've been to this room like 3 times out of desperation. This is hurting my brain. 5 is where we came in. I'm so dumb. Okay. Now that I've had that stroke. So yeah, snowmen might actually do more damage than bombs here. Obviously, big rocks are doing a lot of heavy lifting here, but that does more damage than bombs. So you're getting more snowmen, chat. Happy little snowman. I would love if there was like a 1 in 100 chance of like the snowman turning around with a sad face. That would be hilarious to me. Phoebe could do over 1,000 damage with a damn snowman. That's insane. Would you stop spraying me with ice? The fact that Phoebe is so busted that she can crank out over 1,000 damage with a single target snowman is... if she's not the epitome of strength in this game, I don't know what is. Yeah, we just casually shoved a boulder into our snowman. No big deal. See, now I gotta remember how to get to 7. Thankfully, it's like one of 3 entrances, so it won't be that hard to find. Unless I go completely insane. Well, now that we killed like a good 10-15 minutes here in P-Tower, let's go kill a big lizard and then find a hat, which we know is in a battlefield. And then it's just a matter of finding Mac's ship. Because with ship free, I actually don't need T-Rock. I just need Captain's Cap. Okay. So this should be Cap, I think. Yeah, this is Cap. I can look and see if there's anything here. I do know. Oh yeah, I've been here. Seed bleed's already kicking in. I do still need to find Gemini, so I'll make this check. And then I'll just like peek all the rest of my reds. There we go. It's a spell. I wonder if it'll double damage if you hit 2 weaknesses at the same time. Because if that's the case, Thunder's going to be busted. That'd be perfect, actually. So technically Thunder should do big damage here. But, you know, Snowman. Nope. Okay. Had to be a combination. Sorry, I can't do combo on here. Yeah, I mean, there's space here. If, I mean, there's like perfectly 4 spaces underneath the 4 coins. Also, T-Rock, yay. That'll also be a nice feature in the future if Ham ever makes it to where you can find the crystals in boxes. Not that I'm saying that that's coming down the pipe, because I don't know. But if it happens, or if, like, in Archipelago, someone could send you... well, it's happened, chat. If someone could send you crystals, then yeah, that'd be a really nice feature to have. Also, I love those numbers that just popped up there. Where's my big lizard? Apollo helmet's nice. I'm missing a shield that I want. Our puppy dog's over here ducking my pets. You gonna do career day? I'm not gonna lie, I would love a career day hook-in. But, I mean, you work on whatever you want. Or if it's a secret, just Worlds Collide. There's a lot to track in Worlds Collide. I don't blame you there. Having an auto tracker for that would be fantastic. I'm sure that community would appreciate that tool immensely. Although they have a pretty good auto tracker that's web-based right now, isn't it? I think last time I talked to Gar, he showed me like a web-based client they have. I know it's technically slower, but I don't get to use Snowmen very often, so I'm just gonna do it. It's fair. Is it just not responsive enough, or do you just don't like the fact that you have to open up like a web browser window to like get a tracker up and running? Oh, I'm on a hunt for a big lizard. There he is. All right, chat, call your shot. What element is the big lizard? Survey says water. Hydra scares me enough to where I want him to die quickly, so I'm gonna use Meteor. As funny as it is using Snowmen. Gotcha. So if, like, for instance, it has an updated sprite, or what's that setting they have in Worlds Collide that like kind of swap things around? You could swap boss locations. I gotcha. So the tracker you're working on would be able to pull that like kind of live from the seed itself. Very cool. I love that. All right, we're in go mode. Let's find Mobius. Get out of here. If we need Mobius, we might not need Mobius. All right. Let's see if I can get a hint for Mobius from one of the bots. Oh, that's very cool. Thankfully, none of our sprites really change in terms of items. And we don't use character sprites in the tracker. But I can see how that could be super helpful. If those features come down the line, like say we add new items to the game, that'd be super helpful. Dude, where's my boat? And I checked this vendor, right? She's doing heal or cure potions. Oh, cure book. Yeah, no, I'll buy that. Sorry. I thought that was useless. I thought it was a cure potion early on. I saw cure and my brain went no. All right. So these two have been checked. No, I do not want to know where that is. Ah, she was the one with the cure potion. And Mobius again. I was about to say, I don't think we actually stopped into mine. We've been passing it. Oh yeah, the perfect test. So if things lined up correctly, these things should be weak to thunder. Yes. Okay, cool. That is how that works. And I think that's only because... Oh, you're right. I did not go back and check level forest. Thank you, Captain. We can check that on the way. Level forest. Where'd it roll in this seed? I'm also not... I haven't done any companion checks either, which will probably come back to bite me. What type of genie are you? Thunder. Nothing. All right. We got Sandcoin first, so I have a feeling it was in Aquaria. So let's thaw out Aquaria first, and then... Because it could also be a North Focus Tower behind Venus Key check. Could also be in Sealed Temple, but I think Sealed Temple rolled Mobius. Could be Vanilla. Life. Okay, still worthwhile check, but not what I needed. Okay, we check this. We full checked Volcano, that's done. Bone Dungeon should be done. I didn't check the hint vendor here. Hell yeah, I'll buy that for $1. Lava Dome Beyond River Room Box. Huh. I don't remember. I didn't full check lava. Okay. Well, now we know. I was literally on the hunt for Rex, and I like crit pathed that, so that's on me. Now, if only I could have it tell me where Mac's ship is. See, Phoebe's just as mad as I am that we have to go back and do this. Excalibur. Charm Claw. Did we go through the south entrance here? No, we did not. Moon Helmet. French Vanilla. There it is. Okay, cool. All right, time to start checking crests. So it seems like it landed on Mobius. The question is now, which one? Yeah, Phoebe at 41 is a Warmech if Warmech was on your team. Who call? One sec. Dude, where's my ship? Alright, that was the wife. The family are outside. About to come inside. They should give me a warning. So you might see a child pop up behind me in the staircase. Do not be alarmed. They're basically harmless. Nope. This is a dude, where's my ship seed? Oh, we checked this already. Honestly, I'll take that warp. Because I think Vendor here had Mobius in her house. And if not, this puts us next to one of the cities where I can recheck houses. There it is. Okay, we found it. Bow of ship. Bow of ship. Nothing. Mac. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Where are you? Hey, there he is. All right, chat. Scolorus, what element are we rolling? Y'all gotta get in your element guesses in quick. Okay, yeah, so the ship doesn't bump when it's on water, but it bumps up and down when it's on ice. I like that touch. That makes perfect sense to me. Little Storm Eagle for you, chat. All right, survey says fire. Fire Rex. And fire ninjas. So big damage. I almost killed him. We said Earth is weak to life. Just gonna hit him with the old exit. The old classic. We got a live one. And by live, I mean dead. Bye. How dare you, sir? I'm trying to have fun here. Alright, give me the Earth Za. Earth Za or Earth King? Ah. It's fine. Meteor's gonna make quick work of this anyways. Wait, hold on. Resistances are shuffled, so... Flare? No, it still resists. Okay. If you live through this meteor shower, you're getting snowman, dude. Not meant to be. Alright. Let's get an Earth King. Come on. Ba Sing Se. Ba Sing Se. Come on. Ah, wind. Okay. Well, flare it is. Oh, he resists flare. $18.22. Okay. Yeah, I should probably do more with Meteor. The Axe body spray. It does nothing. Ah, oh, Phoebe doesn't have cure. No wonder my health is so low. Ow. Would you stop bullying her? She's only trying to drop giant rocks on you that you conveniently left lying around. The reed. Oh, the damage. Yeah, the color palette looks good on him. Well, now he's just showing off. She has so many casts of Meteor. Not cure arrows, you jerk. You rolled a decent amount of HP. Ow. I forgot I don't have Venus or Aegis Shield. That is mildly annoying. God, am I almost through all of these Meteor casts? Oof, Spider Kids. $22.54 with Meteor. How much does Arrow on her do? $18.22. Enough time. Woo. All right, that was a doozy. I am going to link the seed and figure out what happened on that petrification counter. But so far, outside of MSU loading issues, everything else seems like it's working fine. So I hope you're all excited for the beta features once they get fully fleshed out. I will release a video with the update going over each of the changes like I normally do. So be on the lookout for that. And apparently my streamer anniversary is tomorrow. So if time allows, I will hopefully set up a stream tomorrow and we'll do this all again tomorrow. But until then, take care, chat. I'll see you all next time.